love it. All right. Well, healthy credit can pave the way to a life rich with possibilities and give consumers the financial edge they need to achieve milestones like buying a home or an apartment, financing an advanced degree, purchasing a car, funding a passion project, or getting a small business off the ground. And joining us now remotely is personal finance expert Farnoosh Torabi. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so first off,
hi, Brittany. Thanks for having me.
Sorry. So why is healthy credit so important?
Healthy credit directly correlates to a healthy financial life. When you have good credit, you can get access to the best borrowing rates to better afford your goals. Like you mentioned, starting a business, going to school, buying a home. It really sets you up for success.
Okay. Now how can you tell where your credit health stands?
The first thing you want to find out is your credit score. It's that 3-digit number that determines your credit worthiness and also your eligibility for loans. And beyond that, you want the explanations behind that. You know, the understanding what's driving the score. I've partnered with Chase, and they just unveiled their new Chase Slate card that also comes with a free FICO score and more feature that gives you access to your FICO score, but also the key findings from your credit bureau report, as well as the top contributing factors to your score, both good and bad. So you're really in the driver's seat. You're empowered. You know what you do to take your score from good to great to excellent.
Okay, now speaking of, a good credit score, what is considered a good credit score, and what is your score exactly based on?
Good question. So lenders like to see your score in the 700 range. So the score is anywhere from 300 to 850. Think of it like an SAT score. The higher, the better, the more qualified you are for those good borrowing rates and terms. The contributing factors, there are multiple contributing factors. The most important ones, I think the two top ones for our viewers today to take home, payment history is really important. So paying your bills on time, very, very essential. After that, it's paying down your balances. Having a high credit utilization, not so good. You want to make sure that you are spending, but you're not going overboard. You're not maxing out your credit cards. And if you have any debt, that you are attacking that debt, starting with the cards with the highest interest rates first.
Okay, so once you realize your credit score, you realize that it's not quite in the 700s where you need it, and you want to get out of debt, how can you kind of improve your credit score?
Well, first you want to know, why do I not have a 700? And, why you don't have a 700 versus somebody else could be completely different. So getting that education, going to chaseslate.com, really important, can get you kind of on the right track as far as knowing what sort of your priorities should be. But I would say for everyone, generally speaking, if your score is not in tip-top shape, chances are you're not paying your bills on time. Chances are you might have some outstanding balances that are pretty high. So automate your payments so you never miss a payment. That's one thing. And then I would say make sure that you are knocking down the debt. I know it's hard to pay off your balance in full every month. So if you can't do that, at least pay twice or 3 times the minimum so that you can get out of debt faster.
All right, these are some good tips, but one more question. What are some common credit score myths?
Oh, there are so many, Brittany. I don't think we have all the time in the world for it, but I will say this. The top one that I come across most often is this myth that if I check my score, it will hurt my score. That's a myth. When other lenders and creditors check your score, several at the same time, those hard inquiries can hurt your score. But you checking your own score, you should do that. You are not in harm's way when you do. So please, I beg everyone to go out and check your credit score because it's the first step in being credit healthy.
All right, well, thank you so much. This was super helpful. And if you want any information on getting your finances in order, just head over to casa.com. We'll have all the information there. For now, we're going to send